So let's warm up our core, then we'll get into balance, and then we'll get into some arms and cardio stuff. But let's get the core working first. No equipment, just nice and easy. Getting your hips, your glutes kind of close to the edge of the chair, but not too close to the edge of the chair where we fall out, right? Be mindful of your body. Legs are either bent or straight. You decide. Posture is real tall. Engage your core. Tighten up the stomach. We'll pull in the belly button. And from right here, we're going to lean back just a little. Not too much, but enough to get your core engaged, but still keep your spine straight. From right here, just a little twist. I'm going to keep my hands close to my chest or my sternum, and in fact, I'm going to have my hands clamped together. And I'm going to think about rotating and twisting from the waist and turn the body. And you can keep the heels down. Try to relax your legs. It should feel like your feet are pretty light. It should be pretty easy to pick up the heels or the feet off the ground. Now, if you're feeling back pain, sit a little taller. Okay, don't lean back as far. But no matter what angle you have with your torso, suck in the stomach. Right? Tighten it up. And think about twisting from the waistline. Try not to lean to the side. Right? As you turn to the right, don't let your body lean over the chair, the right side of the chair. As you twist to the left, try not to lean over to the left side of the chair. So you're trying to keep your torso in this kind of quadrant area above the seat of your chair, like you're inside the armchair or the arms of your chair. Or your torso, that is. And then you're just moving those elbows outside the chair and reaching behind you. It's almost as if you're trying to get your elbow to touch the back end of the armchair or the back end of your seat. That's how much you want to think about rotating and twisting from the waistline. Now, as you do this, of course, you're getting core engagement. But you might notice that you're starting to loosen up your back a little bit, your lower back, which is fine. That's totally fine. That's what we want to work on. So we're working on some core strength with lower back mobility. Now, take a little break, grab one dumbbell. Now, this is optional. You don't have to use a dumbbell. You can use just your body weight. We're going to continue with the same exercise, but you can either add a dumbbell, a water bottle, a canned good, anything really. But again, it's optional. You don't have to add weight to this exercise. I'm going to hold on to the weight right in front of my chest. My hands are grabbing the outsides of the dumbbell, and I'm going to lean back just like I did before. Legs are still set up just like the last time. Same thing. Rotate. Twisting from the waist. Sucking in the stomach, leaning back a little bit, right? Engaging that core. And as you recline backwards towards the back end of your chair, make sure you don't have any kind of lower lumbar discomfort, lower back pain, okay? And if you do, sit a little taller. And if that's not working, sitting taller, and you still have back pain, put the weight down. You don't need the weight. Now, if you want to get fancy and make it a little more challenging, as I turn to my left leg up. As I twist and turn to my right leg up. So just try to remember that. The side that you're turning and twisting towards, that leg comes up. So I turn right leg up. I turn left leg up. And you just keep going back and forth between the right and the left. Think about that stomach. Keep that core nice and engaged. And you're just picking the foot up off the ground. It doesn't have to be really high off the ground. You just want to lift the leg up. And it just creates a little instability, right? It's challenging the balance a little bit. It's challenging your core stability, right? It's challenging you during the move, but now you don't have that support with the feet, with both feet. You just have one support, one assisted leg helping you out as you move. So it just makes it a little bit more challenging. And then, of course, picking that leg up hits the lower abs as well, the lower abdominals. 2 more. 1 and 2. All right, moving along. Core is ready. Balancing. Let's work on some balance. We don't need any equipment, like as far as weights, but you'll have your chair there for balance support if you need it. You don't have to use it. Oh, here we go. Balance. I'm going to face my chair so you can get a side view. I'm going to bend one leg, balancing on the other. Now, on that balancing leg, the foot that's grounded, feel the weight on the heel. A little bend in the knee on that standing leg. Work on your posture. Pull in the core. This is always the basics, right? We always come to this when we work on our balance. Load the heel. A little bend in the standing leg. Posture's tall, core's engaged. Use your chair as you need it. Obviously, it's to the front of me, but if you got a front view, typically you would want your object outside your body. So get set up, figure it out. Let's go to the other side. We're just kind of warming up, waking up the neuromuscular body, the neuromuscular system, the mind-body connection. We're always a little shaky in the beginning with balance, but as we progress and as the body warms up and as you develop that mind-to-muscle connection, you'll get better. It just takes a little time. And use your arms if you need to. And we're going to try to go through several different moves here. Switch legs again. Other side. Let's get the arms involved. So if you want to hold on to a chair, you can. We're going to focus on raising the arm up and out to the side. If you don't need the chair and you can manage without it, raise up. Both arms out to the side. Both arms up. Both arms out. You have to remember the mechanics with the leg. Load the heel. Keep the knee bent. Core is engaged. Mind your posture as you try to raise up and out to the side. Raise up, out to the side. So that's the challenge. You're just throwing off your center of gravity now with your arms. Just a couple more. Other leg, same thing. Now, if you can't quite reach the arms up towards the sky, reach to the front and keep them at shoulder level. You're still moving your arms away from your center of gravity. You can do all 3 angles if you'd like. Out to the side, around shoulder height, to the front, right around shoulder height, above your head. And again, this is optional depending on your shoulder mobility. Okay? So play with it. See where you're at. See what you can handle. Almost there. Let's do a couple more. Reach. Think about the core. And moving along. Okay. So, we're going to get the legs involved. Still working on the balance. I'm going to give you a side view. You definitely want to set up the chair to the outside of your body. I'm going to start with the chair on my left side. So that means my right leg is going to be moving and doing all the work. My left foot is going to be grounded and stable. My left hand is going to be on the chair. So left side is pretty grounded and stable. Right side, mostly the right leg, is going to be working. So I'm going to bring my knee up. From right here, try to get a 90, but from after this point, bend forward Start to lean forward as you start to kick that leg out and bring it underneath your body and kick out. From here, bring it all the way forward to that knee bent position or leg bent position in front of you. So the challenge is kind of creating that seesaw effect, where as you bend forward, the leg starts to move back behind you, a little bend in that knee on the standing leg. You're still keeping weight on the heel of that grounded foot. Come all the way up and bring the leg forward, and then you're nice and tall again. It's pretty challenging. Use the chair. Stay strong through the core. And just keep moving at your own pace. So bend forward, kick out the leg, come up, and bring the leg up. Remember the basics. Remember that basic heel loaded, knee bent, core engaged. As you bend forward, you want to try to kick out the leg. And whatever you want to do with your free arm is totally fine. It's up to you. Doesn't matter. Sometimes people like to have it out for counterbalance to assist. Maybe you need a second object to hold on to. Maybe another chair. And that's totally fine as well. Maybe you need two things to hold on to, and so you can have both hands holding on to something and your body is in between the chairs or pieces of furniture or whatever you have. Let's do one more. All right, other side, same thing. So now I have the chair on my right side. Right hand down, right foot down. Feel the weight on the heel of that right foot. A little bend in the knee. As we bend forward from the waist, we kick out. And then come back in. So that's the challenge. A lot of hinging from the waist or bending from the waist. They call it a hip hinge, where you're bending forward from the hips. You are hinging from the hips. And you should feel all your pressure on the heel as you come down, a little bend in the knee. Think about the core. And you might start to get that hamstring stretch at the bottom. If you're not getting there yet, don't worry. We're still kind of working on our single leg balance. Trying to get the mechanics down. Just working on it. Getting familiar with the exercise. Getting used to it. Because this is a big time move. A lot going on. A lot of control. A lot of things to coordinate and monitor, really. It's creating total body awareness and control. You're being aware of your mechanics, your movement in space, and as you become aware of what you're doing, you can correct or improve upon the movement. One more. All right, other side. One more time through. Now the ultimate goal is to try to get your torso and your leg all in a straight line parallel to the floor. But you still have to be mindful of that grounded leg, that standing leg. So remember, load the heel. I'm on my left side now. Left hand down, left foot down. Little bend in the left knee. Bring the chest down and the leg out, and the goal, again, is to get parallel. Trying to get that leg up, trying to get the chest down, and try to be parallel to the floor. You should feel a little stretch in the hamstrings. Now, if you can't quite get down that low, or you can't quite pick up that leg to parallel, don't worry. Try. Give it a shot. Always think about the core and always think about loading the heel on the way down. And you're just trying to work on your mechanics. It's a very challenging exercise. So if you're not getting the stretch in the hamstrings, it's okay. It doesn't mean that your body is not working. You're still working. Your feet, your ankle, your whole standing leg is working without any movement at all. So if your foot is up in the air, that one grounded leg is active. It's contracting. It is working. It is stabilizing you to keep you balanced and upright. So remember, just don't judge yourself, okay? Wherever you're at is wherever you're at, and you're doing what you can with what you have. As long as you're trying, you're working. That's all that matters. Let's do 2 more. Let's keep trying. Let's try 2 more. Last one. All right, other side. Same thing. Right side now. Chair's on my right. Right leg down, right hand down. Bend forward from the waist. Try to bring the chest to parallel, the leg up to parallel. It can be challenging. Don't worry. You just try to do what you can. Use the chair. Think about the core. All right, remember those abs. They help with balance. Remember the basics, just a little bend in the knee on that standing leg. Load the heel on that grounded foot. Let's do 2 more. Keep trying, keep working. Last one. All right. Let's work on triceps, the back wings, the back of our arms. I would recommend starting with a very, very light weight, maybe a canned good, a water bottle, 2 pounds. Pretty light, okay? We're just going to learn this move, and we're going to practice it. So, options. You can use your chair, either the arm bar of your chair or your leg. You decide, whatever feels good for you. For this side, I'm going to use a chair. For the other side, I'm going to use my leg. So you'll have both options available to you. But again, whatever feels good for your body. So I'm going to set up like I'm going to do a row. Front leg bent, back leg straight, back foot kind of pointing out to the side at an angle. First, I'm going to pull that weight up towards my hip. Now I'm going to hold it here. So you want to try to keep your elbow at the same height as your shoulder. And they don't move, right? The elbow is going to be fixed in place now. From here, extend your lower arm back behind you. And just reach. And so the challenge is trying to keep your elbow there and use it as a fulcrum, a pivot point, and you are just trying to extend out that forearm and hand, and you should feel your tricep, the back of your upper arm, contract and work. Now make sure you're engaging your core and you're keeping your spine straight or neutral, and then you're just extending that hand back, straightening out the arm all the way. Kick back, straighten out the arm, come in. And so that's the challenge. It's pretty tough for not only the arm, but your shoulder, your back muscle. Because your back muscle has to contract and work to hold that arm up. And then the tricep is working as you move that weight out. Let's go to the other side. So now I'm going to give you the leg version. My hand is going to be on my thigh. Same thing. Front leg is bent, very strong and supportive in the front leg. Back leg, a little straight, or nice and straight. And then the foot is a little out to the side, at an angle. From here, we row. Hold it here. Core's engaged, tight tummy, straight spine. Kick out with the arm. So that's the challenge, trying to keep your elbow up right around shoulder height as you reach back with your hand, with your forearm. And just do a few more. Think about your core. Keep reaching back. Tight, tight tummy. Now, one thing I didn't tell you is your shoulder position. Take a break. I didn't mention this. Let's go to the other side and let's work on this. Just in case you were doing it on accident and you weren't even aware of it. When you get into position and you row, and you bring that weight back, be mindful of your shoulder. Try not to shrug towards your ear as you bring the weight up. Try to drop the shoulder first. They call it depressing the shoulder. Depress the shoulder down. The shoulder blade is down and depressed. Keep it down as you row. So that shoulder should be pretty far away from your earlobe. Right? You don't want to shrug. Try not to shrug up towards your jaw or towards your ear. Keep that shoulder dropped, then extend. Now that'll help just put your shoulder in good alignment so that when you extend out, the shoulder isn't it's not impinging in any kind of way. And you're isolating the tricep, which is what we want. We don't want to shrug and put our shoulder in an awkward position as we're trying to work the triceps. It's just like our core and our spine. We want to keep everything in good alignment as we move. So again, pay attention to that shoulder. Don't shrug. Drop the shoulder down, then kick out. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Same thing. Mindful of the shoulder, okay? Pay attention. Drop the shoulder down. Depress it. Keep it away from the ear. Row. Make sure you're set up in the legs. Make sure your core is engaged. Then extend. And kick back that hand. Kick back that arm. Trying to keep that elbow up. Shoulder down. It's a lot of body control. It's a lot of mechanics. But it's good. It creates awareness and it gives us the coordination that we need to move efficiently without the risk of injury. We're almost there. Let's do 5 more. 5. Drop those shoulders, or that one shoulder. 3, keep that elbow up. 2, 1. All right. Moving along. We'll come back to that. We'll keep practicing that one. Great for the back of the arms. Use the chair. You're going to need it. Cardio. Are you ready? It's rhetorical. It doesn't matter if you're ready. Let's go. Hands down. Both hands. I'm going to give you a side view. Feet are together. We're going to go out. We're going to go in. Use the chair. I want you to use the chair. Out, in. Put some good weight into it. Out, in. Try to move quickly on the toes. Make sure your elbows are bent a little. So you have some bend in the knees, some bend in your arms. So as you move those hands or those feet out, you bend the arms a little. And then you can kind of push yourself up as you bring your feet in. So you bend those arms as you go out, push and straighten out those arms as you come in. And so that's how you use your upper body. Now, if you're ready for it, you can get rid of it. You don't have to use the chair if you don't want to. But here's what it looks like from a front view, out and in. Light on the feet, working the toes. Now, if this is too high impact, out, in, out, in. And you're just breaking down the move. one at a time. It's almost like you're line dancing or something. Now pay attention to which foot goes out first. Are you leading with the right foot out and in first? If you are, switch. Left leg out first, left leg in first, left leg out first, left leg in first. So play with it. You have options. Take a break. So, plenty of options. You can use the chair, not use the chair. You can hop or break it down into single steps. Okay? You should know what you're doing by now. You should have figured it out real quick. Let's get back to it. So get set up, whether you need your chair or not. Out, in. We're going to go for 30 seconds. This is how we're going to work on our cardio. You can yell at Barbara later today when you see her. We all love you, Barbara. Don't worry. We all need a little cardio here and there. This is also great for agility, foot speed. We need our feet to be strong, agile, and quick. And this is a great way to develop that. Working on the calves and the legs, the thighs. Stop. Take a break. Breathe. Recover. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And we're going to do that again in 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go. We're going to go for another 30 seconds. Now, I'm not moving really quickly. I'm kind of breaking it down and pausing in the middle. That's totally fine. Right? You can take your breaks as needed. And if you really want to go fast, it's kind of like a jumping jack. You can move quickly if you want to. You don't have to. But again, play with it. See where you're at. See what you can do. See what works well with your body. And stop. Take another break. You should start to feel the elevation in your breathing. Your heart rate is getting up there. It should be getting a little tough. You're starting to get into that aerobic capacity, which is challenging. Let's go for it again. Get ready. Same thing. Last time through. And go. Quick feet. If you want to get fancy, arms out and the hands go out. That's assuming that you're not using your chair. You don't have to use your arms. So when the hands go out, the feet go out. And then when the feet come in, the hands come in. Just adding a little variety. Making it a little fancy. And it's kind of like a jumping jack. Not everyone has the ability to bring those hands overhead. So instead, you can just bring your hands to the outside. And stop. Grab your dumbbell. This is how we're going to keep the heart rate up. We're going to go back to that tricep exercise. One leg forward, one leg back. I'm going to start with my left leg forward. Right leg back. Left leg is bent and strong. Left elbow down. Row. Strong core. Shoulder is down. Kick out. Let's go for 15. There's 3. Strong core. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 5 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Other side. Triceps. Other arm. Right leg forward. Left leg back. Right arm down. Left hand holding onto the weight. Strong core. Pull that weight up. Make sure that shoulder's down. Depress the shoulder away from the ear. Kick out the arm. 1. 2. Again, we're going to go for 15. There's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 5 more. 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Put that weight down. We're going to keep moving with the cardio. We're going to do a little modification. Out with 1 foot at a time. This is very similar to a dancing exercise. We're going to try to go quick. 1 foot goes out, both arms are always going out, no matter which leg pops out to the side. Now you have to think. You have to coordinate between your lower and upper body and between the left and right halves of your body. So a lot going on, a lot of control. Keep moving. You should start to feel your shoulders working a little bit. You should feel that heart rate maintaining and staying up there. Should be a little challenging to breathe. Now, if you can, start to pick up the pace. Maybe add a little hop as you switch legs. Right? Because one leg will come in as the other leg will go out. And you want to make sure that that leg that stays behind and it's supporting you is a little bit. Then the other leg kind of just kicks out like a kickstand. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bravo. Good job. Take a break. You guys all know where Barbara lives? You know her number. It's in the directory. Give her a call. Give her little problems. If you didn't like today's workout, you can blame her.